Well, since I'm disappointed now.
I'm
No,
sorry,
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I love you guys. You know that, and I appreciate everybody. So
Just, you know, we barely started football season, but tonight is about Tiger basketball. That just has to tell you how important your product is to this town.
yeah, no, there's no question, Mike. I mean, first of all, the High Top Party is so important just for the rebounders, for what we're trying to do for our program. Secondly, is I love football. We all love football. I love Tiger football, and they're gonna have a tremendous future ahead of them. There's no doubt. But the facts are, I mean, there's people love Tiger basketball. They grew up on Tiger basketball. This is a great thing here that we do tonight, and part of the reason we moved it up a little bit was because my wife is due September 26th, so I didn't want to have the High Tops party on September 26th on that Wednesday when we're in the delivery room. So she'll be here, and if she got to deliver at the buffet table, we'll deal with that thing. But
just talk about your excitement level, though, because all the administrative work, for lack of a better term, is over. All your guys are here.
Yep.
Can you talk about anticipation from a coach's perspective going into a season with that everyone's so jacked up about what might be?
Let me just say this, Mike, and for everybody. I mean, I'm really excited about this season because one of the things, I mean, you're always excited for every season, but one of the things for this year, we have an older team. Our rotation guys are going to be upperclassmen. Even though a lot of them will be juniors, but they've played major minutes, they'll be upperclassmen, and that's a big thing. Even Jaron Johnson is a junior. Even though he's 19, he still is a 19-year-old junior. So our majority of our guys in the rotation are going to be upperclassmen, which is important. So I'm excited about that. That doesn't guarantee any success, but it allows you to be able to have an opportunity for guys to understand what's at stake for each game that we play.
But it's always about expectations, especially as we sit here in September. How do you deal with those expectations? Because you have them every year, but with an older team, people in this town expect, probably nothing less than, Sweet 16, Elite 8 kind of season. Probably more.
Yeah, I mean, no one's going to want to hear Greg on the radio defending me and why we're not in the top 25, or we didn't beat a top 25 team, or no one's. I mean, so we're going to have to. We gotta do our job, and doing our job means that we need to do the very best we can and try to win as many games as we can. And again, we've had good success here over the last 3 years, but I understand, hey, the expectations are this, and we need to have a solid year. It's not going to be easy. We know that everyone we play is going to give us their best shot, especially when we get to Conference USA. We're getting everyone's best shot. We're not going to get the breaks, so we've got to even play to a higher level. And so our mentality's got to be every time we step on the floor, in the practice floor, day by day, it's just one team, one goal, no egos, that we're focused on what we want to do.
Is there a higher sense of urgency for you personally? And this is the last season in CUSA, and going to the Big East, you're going to have a roster full of freshmen. So for you personally, I mean, you're going to have the best team you've had since here?
Let me say this: in Conference USA, there is. People ask, well, how will it be in the Big East? I say, it's Conference USA. There's more pressure in Conference USA because you can't have a slip up. Because if you have a slip up, you're going to get just hammered. I mean, Mike Sadie's going to be on TV hammering me. Greg Gaston will be on. Then you'll be on. John Martin on the radio talking about. So you cannot have slip ups in Conference USA because we're not going to get the respect that the league deserves. So we need to be able to do our job, take care of business, and go from there.
The team, though, how do you? There's only one basketball, and there's a lot of guys that want to get, not get theirs, but, you have a lot of guys that can do different things and do different things well. So it's a good problem to have, but it is kind of a problem.
Yeah, I mean, I've told our guys, one team, one goal, no egos. We can't have any. We got to all be on the same page. I think through some of the, through some of the things that we've learned through the past few years, guys understand what's about that, because that's not only on the court, because you look at the last 3 years, we've had over 50% of our made field goals have been assisted, which is a great stat. Part of it is also, though, on the other hand, though, right now we have great chemistry, tremendous team chemistry, probably the best since I've been here. That being said, we haven't played a game, nor have I subbed anybody, so I recognize that too, and it's going to, we got to keep this chemistry thing going, and guys have worked hard this summer and in this preseason, and I'm excited. We got a tough schedule, and once we get to team practices, we'll be able to get a feel of where we're at and what we're doing.
With these returning guys, who's the guy that you see maybe taking that next giant step? When you lose Will, the player of the year, someone's got to fill that role. Who do you see as a guy that maybe takes this team on his shoulders and says, I'm going to captain this thing?
I really believe that a guy like Adonis and Tark need to be two guys that need to step up in that role, as well as those Chris Crawford, Farrakhan, and Joe. Those 5 guys, they've been around, they know what's expected, and they have the ability to be a leader, even a vocal leader. And I'm expecting and counting on them to do that. Out of those 5 guys, we got to find somebody to kind of take the reins and just say, hey, this is what we're doing. I'm going to be vocal. I'm going to be the leadership from inside and out, and outside and in, and go from there.
And what about these newcomers? What can Tiger fans expect from the 3 newcomers?
The 3 guys, I think, one, Damian Wilson, I think he's got a lot of ability. I think he's kind of the forgotten man. People weren't as high on him because they forgot about him. He didn't play real well when he came here in Memphis. I think he's a sleeper. He's extremely quick first step. He's an athlete. The biggest thing with him is he's got to get better, and he will learn about the motor and the speed of the game. Shaq Goodwin, you can see his strength. I mean, the guy is continuing to get better with each workout, and I'm expecting big things from him. He's got to continue to get better. And Jaron Johnson, let me say this: Jaron's he's a fantastic talent. He's a terrific athlete, but I haven't seen him 5-on-5 with our guys. We've only done individual workouts. He's a very good player individually. I need to see what he can do in our team workouts, and our team workouts will start next week when we're allowed to do more than 4-man groups on September 15th. So once I be able to see that, I'll have a better feel where he's at with the guys.
But with Jaron, things probably are a little bit easier now because he's had to do so much just to put on the uniform. Now it's about basketball and school. Shouldn't things get a little bit easier for him?
No doubt.
Because he's here.
No doubt. Well, Jaron has had to go through what we required him to go through off the floor, but also required what he had to do to meet U of M standards and NCAA standards. And he met all requirements that we put in front of him. And he's very humbled, and he knows this is a blessing to be here. It's a tremendous opportunity for him, another chance. And I think with the structure and discipline that we have set forth for him, I think he's going to do very well. And he's got very good teammates around him. So, right now everyone's embraced each other. I think it's a real positive step.